Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. How are we, Frank? It's good to see you.
I'm good. How are you, my son?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I will say it's going to be a very heavyweight orientated chat today, but I have got the head of the home of the heavyweight sitting in front of me. I'm going to start with the Matchroom show at the weekend, though. Did you watch Dave Allen's defeat to Allen-Makhmudov? And if you did, what did you make of it?
I thought it was. I watched it. I thought there's a lot of people there. I thought Dave got well beaten. There are levels, and it was. He's a very. He deserves his opportunity, but it was what it was. I mean, they're not the top echelon of the heavyweight division, um, and that was it. That's really. I'm not being disrespectful, Dave. Good luck to him, and I'm glad he's made a nice few quid. But the heavyweight fights we're putting on at the moment are, they're world class, top heavyweight fights, and certainly the one on the 25th at the O2, Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley is a really good quality fight. They're levels. That's what it is. Not donkey derbies, levels.
Yeah, is it fair to say that next week is pretty big, right?
It is. It's a big night, and there's a big opportunity for the winner to fight Alexander Usyk for the WBO title. If he doesn't vacate, the winner will be the interim champion. And if he does vacate, as I've said before, then the winner of the fight will be declared the champion and then make a defense of the title.
Yeah, I mean, we all want to see a little bit of movement always in the heavyweight division just because there's so many good heavyweight fights to be made. Are we right to presume that off the back of that fight, Oleksandr Usyk will then decide his future?
Well, he's going to have to because the WBO have ordered it, so they'll have no choice. I mean, I don't want to see him vacate or whatever. I want to see the fight happen, and he deserves that. I mean, he's a four-time world champion. He's earned the right.
Do you know what I really like about Fabio Wardley? And I was actually saying this to Joseph Parker, and he agreed. There's just like a massive self-confidence. He's stepping up in levels here, fact. But he genuinely believes he's going in there, and there is no other option than him knocking out Joseph Parker, and that's how he sees it.
Well, that is his view and his intention. He's made that very clear, and that's how he's won. What is it? 18 of his 20 fights. That's what he's done by knocking people out. He's a very sorry, someone's just calling it. He's a very competent fighter. Um, he's and I've sort of said I keep nicking his line, but it's absolutely right. 36 minutes a fight lasts. Fight like the fighting time, it only takes him 1 second.
Yeah, well, it only took him 1 second against Hooney, and it might take him one against Joseph Parker. In terms of Joseph Parker, if he is the winner, he's been pretty open in saying, look, I'd actually jump in with Moses in December. Is that really a possibility? What's that, 6 week turnaround?
You can't plan fights like that anyway. You can't wait until the 25th of October for a fight that's going to take place 6 weeks later. It's just not going to happen. No one's going to go from one training camp to another, and we wouldn't do that. How can you sell tickets for that? It's just not enough time.
What's the latest with opponents for Moses?
Moses, I was hoping we were going to announce it yesterday, so we're just um, waiting for a sanctioning of something, and once that's done, we'll be announcing it. It's taken a little bit longer than we anticipated.
Okay, what was the thinking behind Moses withdrawing from the IBF final eliminator?
Because we're looking at something else. That's really it.
Any clues as to what that other thing is? I mean, you saying something has to be sanctioned, we know it's going to be something pretty nice.
Well, I hope so. So we're just waiting, as I say, waiting for it. But until it's done, I'm not even going to go there with it because it's pointless.
The IBF final eliminator, though, will be Daniel Dubois and Frank Sanchez. Are we to be believed that that's correct?
We'll see what happens with that as well. We're all the heavyweight division is alive. We're not stopping people from fighting. These fights are being made, and that all roads lead to Mr. Usyk, and all our guys are all more or less, well, they are in each of the governing bodies. All our guys are mandatories.
Will Daniel fight this year?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just circling back to that December the 13th date. Fight number 50 for everyone's favourite, Mr. Derek Chisora. I see Zhilei Zhang's put himself in the mix.
It's a good fight. I have no problem with that fight. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we're behind. We've been trying to get the announcement out for the last bloody 10 days, but until we get contracts signed, we can't do it.
Well, see, the names that have been mentioned, like I said, Zhilei Zhang, Deontay Wilder, Jarrell Miller, Dillian White, they're main event fights, right?
Also,
So if Derek's to fight on December the 13th, are we to presume that it won't be any of those guys? Because some of them are pay-per-view fights even. So
we will see.
you're keeping it coy on me today, Frank.
Not quite. I mean, I can't. I can't give you say something that's not signed for. If I do that, I've done that in the past, and it doesn't happen. Then people start slagging you off, and quite rightly so. So till it's signed, you haven't got it. It means nothing. And once you start saying you got it, and it's not signed, then all they think, oh, he's put that out there. I'll add another few quid to what I want. So that ain't gonna happen. All I know is we've delivered constantly big quality shows with DAZN, real good quality fights, quality shows. And our guys are coming through on most of them. They're winning fighters. So that's how we want it to be. And 2026 is going to be a huge year for us. We're going to kick off in the new year, first quarter, with some fantastic fights.
Yeah, my next question was going to be when we talk about 2026, I know you won't be able to give too much away, but what is it you want to see from Queensbury and deliver to people subscribing to the zone in 2026?
Us continuing what we continue to do, what we do, delivering the big fights, getting these guys all fighting each other. That's what we're doing. We're getting them, and they're all the best are fighting the best, and we're making them happen. And they've been good, great quality fights. Our last one up in Scotland was a fabulous card. And I've got to get early in the new year. I want to get Nick Ball out. We got a comeback of Daniel Dubois. Lots of fights. There's lots of the guys where it's got to get more moving.
Yeah, one thing that is a real positive is the emphasis that you're placing on putting on good shows in the UK as well. Look, we love the Saudi involvement, but there's been some really good UK shows that fans can actually buy your tickets for, go and watch these fighters in person as well.
Yeah, well, the Saudi shows have been brilliant shows, and that one on the 22nd of November is a fabulous card. The ones involving the Brit fights are as well. Benavides and Anthony Yarde is a really good fight, and so is the fight between what's his name, Mason and Sam Notes. Abdullah Mason and Sam Notes. They're both undefeated, and that's about the rest of the fighters that are on the card. So fabulous card. So boxing's in a really good place. We've got those fights coming out of Riyadh. And certainly from our perspective, the fights coming out of the UK and the shows that we'll be putting on in other countries next year, which we'll be announcing, it's going to be really exciting times for Queensbury.
Can I ask if there's a 5v5 in those 2026 plans?
I'd love to do one of them. I mean, we love those. Keep bringing those 5v5s over.
I was going to say, did you watch Netflix and have a little smile about the way the 5v5 was presented to the world?
Yeah, well, look, it was what it was, wasn't it? I mean, it's history. That's what it was, and yeah, I was pleased with that. And the next episode with Daniel Dubois and AJ. So it was good. But they were good fights. That's what it's all about, making good fight. And it's great when you're on the winning side. Everybody wants to be on the winning side. But it's a very entertaining show. Very entertaining show.
Has it made you thought about doing a Queensbury behind the scenes over a 2-3 year period?
We've been offered that a few times over the years. I don't know. No, I'm not at the moment. I'm not really. No, it's not for me at the moment. No, we let actions speak louder than words.
Okay, as long as there's someone there filming the next behind the scenes of the 5v5, then I'm going to be happy.
There will be. There will be. Well, let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Frank, Tyson Fury looks set to return next year. We all knew this was going to happen, right? Can we say that?
Well, not really, because as I said, if he's going to fight, he'll make his mind up. And I've got to be honest with you, until he actually says yes, let's agree terms and have a press conference, it's not happening. So, I think by the conversations, and I've only had a few conversations with him, what I've said to him, I think he will be back in the ring, but he may not.
Can I ask you what sort of indication you got? Was it just a casual phone call where he slipped it in, or did he ring you with real intention? Like, Frank, I'm coming back. Like, what was the?
No, he talks about fighting. He wants to fight Usyk again. He wants that. He desperately wants that.
Was that his main, I guess, reasoning that he needs to get this win
Well,
over?
they're the only losses on the record, and that's it. That's really it. And they were good fights, by the way, contrary to what a lot of people say. I mean, they were very entertaining fights, irrespective of who people felt won and didn't win, whatever. But they were bloody good fights to watch. They were exciting fights.
Yeah, I take it Anthony Joshua is still a fight that everyone is madly interested in. I know there's been some. I don't want to say there's been when we've asked the Matchroom side, they've all been speaking quite positively about the potential of it in 2026. I will say that.
We'll see. Let's see what happens. Tyson, at the end of the day, it's up to Tyson what he wants to do.
Do you like Joshua against Makhmudov after what you saw at the weekend? I know Makhmudov's
But I
intense.
like it.
Yeah, is that a fight that interests you to watch or?
Well, I mean, I'd watch. Look, I'm a fight fan. I watch all the fights. I mean, I watch them, and some deliver, some don't. Of course, I want to see AJ, but AJ's coming off a devastating loss against Daniel Dubois, and he want to resurrect himself. That's what he want to do. Makhmudov, I thought boxed well. He done what he had to do, went in the other guy's backyard and done a job.
All right, Frank, thank you very much for your time. I think I've covered pretty much every possible elite level heavyweight angle that I can in this time. And I will see you next week. Just how good is next week going to be, by the way? Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley is an unbelievable fight.
Look, it's a great fight. It's a great fight. You've got styles that blend, and I keep using this. I've nicked it off of Fabio. 36 minutes of action if it goes 12 rounds, and for him it only takes 1 second to change the dynamic of a fight. And Joseph Parker's on a roll. I mean, these guys are right up for it. Joseph Parker with Andy Lee's new trainer, Fabio's really flying. It's got fight written all over it. These guys would, as soon as that first bell goes, these guys are going to come out and they will be throwing bombs at each other. There'll be no feeling out with these two. I bet you could put this on in a phone box.